Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going. Yeah. Roll up this, you pullin', now you know. Boom, we back. We here. We're live. It's time. NBA draft, new season, new year. I'm back. Your boy had the COVID. I'm not gonna be one of the people that's gonna go out there and tell you I had COVID. Go get vaccinated. Do whatever you want to do, G. That's the way I feel about it. Live your life. Cause they saying that we're gonna have to get another fucking shot in a couple months, any motherfucking way. So live your life.
They also say there's one more mutation away from it not even mattering.
But also at the same time, I need y'all be safe because not only did I get COVID, but my infant got COVID, my girl got COVID, and I will admit I was out here raw dog in the air with no mask on for the past month and a half. Do not raw dog the air, G. You might catch that backpack, all right? But we here, we live. It's Hoops and Brews. I'm back. I haven't had a drink in like 2 weeks, and guess what? I'm not having one today. I got me a virgin margarita when I went to go get me some tacos. So we in the building. You drinking today?
Yeah, I just made a mimosa with like some of the champagne I had left. I went to get some vegan tacos earlier.
Okay.
You know, I've been doing this thing, so it's like a lot of actual places in my area, and I was like, yo, let me start actually really like exploring the area in which I live in. So I've been making it like a thing to like go explore a new restaurant, go like explore a new bar, like, you know, after work times and things like that. You know, just to see what's in my neighborhood. So it's actually this vegan taco that actually the fucking El Pastor tacos are fire. Okay. The steak tacos, it's like, this is clearly not steak. I don't know what this shit tastes like. It's jackfruit. It's like, that's cool, but this is clearly not steak. The steak is not sweet. But the pork tacos, the pork vegan ones were fire. Like, actually really good. It's like, damn, this is actually a really good taco. So, you know.
Yeah, I just had me some tacos. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have an appetite for about 10 days. I lost like 7 pounds, bruh. I already didn't weigh nothing soaking wet. So I'm trying to replenish all of the nutrients in my body and eat as much meat as I possibly can. Honestly, that was the worst part about. I've had COVID twice. This is the worst. That was the worst part about getting it the second time. The first time, I didn't really lose none of my sense of smell. I just had real bad coughing spells and like was super mucusy. This time, everything smelled burnt, like everything. Like the air smell. I would go outside. The air smelled burnt. Like I would eat food and in the middle of like I would put it up to my nose, start smelling it, smell like this weird burning sensation. My taste buds was kind of weird. Everything was tasting and smelling burnt. So I'm just happy that I finally can eat and food don't taste like burning flesh or something like that. Cause that's the way it tasted and it smelled. It was literally awful, bro. And you know how much I love to eat. Yeah, I ate like once a day for a whole week, G. Like I like literally, dog. I'm like, bruh, this is terrible. So go out there, protect yourself. Do not raw dog the air. All right. And if you choose and you see it fit to go get vaccinated, please go get vaccinated. Take care of yourself. But let's go ahead. Let's hop into the topic of the hour. Actually, before we get in there, I haven't been here to talk finals with you. I saw you, Glasses, and Scott had a show. Shout out to all of y'all. As y'all said, we back in this bitch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here. But shout out to all of y'all. Finals talk with TPJ because I haven't talked about it. I guess I'll let you talk about it because I haven't heard your opinions because I'm not going to lie. I was way too sick and not feeling well to actually watch anything. So the only thing I've been watching and listening is when I had to edit those episodes of Point God for, iHeart and Slick Studios. So what were your thoughts on what you saw? And then I'll go ahead and give my thought.
I just said Chris Paul committed crimes against humanity.
Did he really? Or was he who we always thought he was?
He had more turnovers than everybody combined in the entire finals.
He was.
That's not no. He's never had that many turnovers in a playoff series ever. Ever.
His hand was messed up.
I'm sorry. Maybe his hand was messed up. They don't fucking pay you $40 million, Chris Paul, to have 21 turnovers in 6 games. And he actually had more than that. Some of them just got put on other people because he threw bad passes and they caught him and they ran out of bounds. So they gave them. So he really had like 25 over 6 games.
Devin, he did that a lot. That was a lot. That honestly. That to me was a more of a bigger problem than his turnovers in general. Was the fact that all of his turnovers were literally
unforced.
It was like watching Peyton Manning throw ducks at the end when we all knew it was over, and I kept saying, "Hey, look, he throwing ducks, but they still winning." Chris Paul started throwing ducks and they didn't win, so it was unfortunate. But go ahead, my bad.
They were very unforced turnovers. Devin Booker. I mean, he's look, Devin Booker can score the ball completely, like great scorer. But as far as other things he brings to the court, I don't at this point see what else he brings to the court at most of the time. I'm sorry, I just don't. Giannis had probably, I was even rewatching some of the clips. Like it's probably one of the closeout games for sure. I can only think of 2 closeout games I think that are better or on the same level. I think Jordan's game 6 in Utah. Really? I'm gonna say Percy is the best because
you were saying this.
Yeah, it was a great.
Hold on, rewind. I need you to rewind and say that again.
It's one of the best. Like
I never in a million years thought you would put that anywhere near the top 10. To be honest,
yeah, it was the top.
I thought you was gonna tell me how it was overrated. How it was smooth.
You can't overrate 50 points.
And yeah, he had 50. I thought you was gonna say he had 50, but
he had 50 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 blocks. How do you overrate that? It's not like it's literally. I would say Jordan game 6 just because of the fact it was his final game. 5 years old, I think he was on the road in Utah. I think Ron Harper had knee issues. Scottie Pippen's back was dead. The man went out there and literally played. I think it was 44 minutes or something like that. Played a complete game, and I thought the last play is just one of the last whole sequence when him getting the steal, coming down court, everybody spreading out. Obviously, it's probably one of the most iconic moments in NBA history and probably a storybook ending to was a storybook ending to a career. I think that Magic Johnson being a rookie, Kareem being out, him going out there having a triple-double and kind of like starting his career on, this path of greatness. And then Giannis, for him to go out there, I thought it would be a blowout, number one. Then it wasn't a blowout. I thought Giannis would have a good game, but I didn't see that man going out there giving you 50, I think 14, 5, 4 blocks or 5 blocks. Like he did everything on both sides of the ball.
He had 50. 5 blocks, 2 assists, and how many rebounds? What was it? 14?
Like 13 or something like that.
13, 14, yeah.
He had one of the what he did in this finals. Now, granted, yes, what he did in this finals was reminiscent of some of the stuff Shaq has done, but even Shaq I don't even think play the level of defense that Giannis was playing. He had probably one of the best final performances that I've personally ever seen in my life. You can't take that. You can't take that away from the man. I know we've had arguments, but he was pretty much the one constant for Milwaukee the entire finals. He was. Even in game 6, he held it down long enough for everybody else to join him. Even Middleton was a little bit off, but he held
way off the whole game.
But Middleton hit the game clinching shot. I think they were up 4. It was I think 50 seconds left. He hit the shot to put him up, I think 6. And after that, he was like, all right, it looks like they're finally going to win. But Giannis was the one who held him down and got him to that point so that the rest of the people could bring him along. And also, I just think that in general, the finals was a great coming out party for Giannis as a human being. I thought you got to see but you got to see his personality for real. Even the quote he had about ego and things like that. I think that was that's an incredible quote for a 26-year-old to make. And yeah, I just thought that it was really Giannis's coming out party. And the coolest thing to me about it was even after the game, he wanted to go hoop and fucking defend the title right now. Yeah. Seemed like it, he got his crying out the way and he was like, all right, I want to go defend the title right now. So that's dope. So, shout out Giannis. Kudos to the Bucks. I went to game 3.
Oh yeah, how was that? How was that live experience? I actually haven't talked to you about that.
Man, like the Buck Stadium. Well, first of all, the way downtown Milwaukee is set up and the way that I went there and I tried to find a hotel. I was by the stadium because like I didn't want to, be driving and doing like that. I'm like, man, I might go to the game and get faded. I don't want to be driving in no city I ain't from like that or whatever. So I tried to get something right by the stadium. I didn't know my hotel was literally 3 blocks away from the stadium.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I get there and like everybody in the hotel is Bucks jerseys or like Suns jerseys on. Like when I tell you the entire town felt like, at least the downtown area, like the entire town was talking about the game. The entire town was talking about the game because the game I went to actually was the first finals game in Milwaukee in 47 years.
Wow. Okay.
So everybody, like you got people who grown their whole life and haven't even, they haven't seen a finals game. So, we walk over to the stadium, beautiful arena. It's probably the best looking stadium, probably the best stadium I've personally been to so far. The way you order your food, it's just very technologically advanced. Deer District is real. Like you don't need a ticket to go to Deer District. Deer District is actually like, it's kind of like an LA, like imagine if LA Live had screeners, like they have like metal detectors and you got to like go to the metal detectors, but then you can go to Staples Center or you can just stand outside.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Deer District is. And like the way it is like it's still like empty plots of land right next to the stadium. So like they shut all the streets down. This is like a really, really cool experience. It feels like, a small town. And I'm just happy that, somebody else that some other city gets to have that experience. And I don't even know what it did for the economy. I'm sure, with COVID and the pandemic, just like being able.
What did it do for COVID?
I probably did a lot for COVID.
Which is also funny because everybody has been all up in arms about Rolling Loud and people getting COVID and Rolling Loud and all this other stuff. It's like, y'all do realize baseball stadiums are at full capacity and they can seat from 30 to 54,000 people a day. So, yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sure it brought a lot to the economy. Like even just after the game, I planned to go to the bars, but it was just so many people out. Fireworks going off everywhere. I'm like, bro, I have to go back to my hotel, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's just so much stuff, but it was really dope. It was a super dope time. And I'm happy I got to go.
Yeah. So my thoughts are, I pretty much agree with a lot of what you said. I think one thing Giannis did, which is finally what I wanted him to do. I've been saying for 4 or 5 years he gonna be better than LeBron, and everybody was like, "Shut the fuck up! You're stupid. He can't never make a finals. He ain't gonna never win a ring in Milwaukee." So now he's made the finals. He won a ring in Milwaukee. He got a finals MVP. And honestly, that finals performance was better than any performance I've seen LeBron James have in the playoffs ever. Period. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No. We have to actually take into account. We have to actually take into account the fact that he hyperextended his knee so bad that we thought he tore something.
I didn't think he tore something.
Came out and dropped 40 twice in the finals and 50 in a closeout game. Only performance that's arguable or even close to that LeBron has had to that last game was the game that he lost in overtime. He quit in overtime.
So I think
LeBron James' final performances when it come to my son Giannis, we in the building.
I will say again that if you want to say just game, like that game is better than almost
the
game.
Series too. Series too.
Okay.
He averaged like 32, 12,
that's fair.
And like 2 blocks and 6 assists in the finals.
I would say the year when Bron played the Spurs and it went 7. I do think that's probably I do think Bron's game 7 is probably one of the most underrated LeBron performances. I think because of the way game 6 ended, we kind of forget that game 7 happened. They still had to win game 7. But I mean, it was a great. I mean, man, look, he did
Giannis
things.
Averaged in 39.8 minutes. He averaged 35.2 points, 13.2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.8 blocks. LeBron has never had a better series than that. Ever. He has never had a better series front to back better than that. Period. Because you have to actually talk about the defensive side of the ball. LeBron wasn't no defensive dynamo versus San Antonio.
Nah,
he just played well
dude.
enough for them to win in those games.
Nah, man.
Yes,
LeBron
he did.
was
While getting harassed by Kawhi Leonard.
LeBron was balling against San Antonio.
No, he
LeBron
wasn't balling that much. And y'all gonna say LeBron averaged a triple-double. When? In what series? Did they win the series? If they didn't win the series, then I don't want to hear it.
Nah, I think that was a 3-1 year.
Where he averaged a triple-double?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 2016
I think he did.
NBA Finals. Let's go.
Oh, I think he did.
2016 was the year, right?
Yeah. Or
LeBron,
did he?
No, he did not. He averaged 29.7 points per game, 11.3 rebounds, 8.9 assists. Now, I will give him credit. He did average 2.6 steals and 2.3 blocks. That was pretty goddamn amazing.
He did?
Yes, that was pretty amazing.
Shit.
That was pretty goddamn amazing. But still, give me this series from Giannis over that series from LeBron.
I mean, that's fair.
Because he was also hobbled. Like, I don't even want to know what he would have did if he did hyperextend his knee.
I actually have a take. I think that the hyperextension of his knee actually helped him out a little bit because I think that he was limited. So it forced him to play with a little bit more finesse and less just, I'm going to try to just run over you.
Good.
Like, I did see him doing things that I didn't see him doing in previous series. Like, it forced him to play with a little bit more finesse and forced him to trust his jumper or, try to get around people as opposed to just go straight through them. So I do think it helped him out a little bit.
And this is cap. Bron beat the best team ever. No, LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love beat the best team ever. Stop it. You can't tell the story of that series without talking about what Kyrie Irving did in the game in which he matched LeBron for 41. You also can't tell the story of that series without talking about the game winner that Kyrie hit. And you can't tell the story of that series without talking about the most overrated stop in NBA history on Stephen Curry. Stop playing with me. That was a total team effort. That was a total team effort. Khris Middleton, I give you credit. You are no longer Khris Middleton. You showed up in this playoffs in a way that I never, ever thought you would be able to do. I was having this argument. What do you mean, why?
Why didn't you think that? He always shows up. He's never the issue.
He is always.
No, he's not. He's never the issue.
We just had an argument with Glasses Malone, 48 hours ago, where y'all was telling me that this series was overrated.
No,
and then he didn't play that well in the finals.
No. You said he played better than any Paul George series. That's what you said. No, he did not. No, he did it. No, he did it. No, he did not.
And he played better than Paul George played versus the Suns this year.
No, he did it,
Paul George in the final game went 5 of 20.
Paul George ain't playing with Giannis.
He went fucking 5 of 20. What the fuck do you mean?
Playing with fucking Giannis, G. Middleton was going 5 of 20. He played with Giannis.
Show me the game when he went 5 of 20.
Game 7.
And he's the number 2 option.
What did he shoot in game 7?
He's the number 2 option.
What did he shoot in game 7?
When has Khris Middleton ever been the number 1 option in this?
And if he did, he would do the same shit. Actually, less than what PG did. So
that made PG better?
Yeah, motherfucker, you know he a better damn player.
He was taking 23, 24 shots a game. He averaged 29.
Come on,
and in the last 2 games of the series,
hold on, wait. You got sick for 2 weeks, and this is shit you've been thinking about in the house?
Because it's facts, and I've been sober.
No, the fuck it's not, G.
And I've been sober.
Well, you need to pick the weed back up then. No, you need to pick the weed back up. Because whatever's going on in your sober mind got you out here fucked up. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No.
Paul George has never had a better series in that final.
Yes, he has, bro.
No, he hasn't.
He's had, G.
No, he hasn't.
The Jazz series was better. The Sun series was better. He's had so many series better than that.
First round series is better than the finals when you average 24.
I didn't name a first round series. I named a second round series. He also shot, literally, look at the shooting percentages. He had a normal, he actually shot less than what he usually shoots.
So the fuck what?
But he's never the problem. But listen, he's never the problem. Khris Middleton usually does Khris Middleton things. Fucking Giannis wasn't doing that shit before.
The same way you gonna say Paul George did whatever he did without Kawhi Leonard. Guess what? Dante DiVincenzo wasn't there, so Khris Middleton had to take more shots.
I don't disagree with you.
More shots in the playoffs.
I know. I understand that.
In the regular season.
I understand that. I understand that.
He balled like he was supposed to, and they won a
ring like Khris Middleton always plays.
And on Giannis's back.
He played like Khris Middleton always plays.
One is a conference finals appearance.
Because he ain't playing with Giannis. Put Paul George with Giannis.
And he would have choked.
You are fucking lying. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. You are lying. He don't gotta be at the motherfucker without scoring 50. The fuck? If the person on the team getting 50, 14 to 5, fuck being a big time player. Make a shot, one of them. That's all I gotta do.
I don't want to hear that, G. Even in the closeout game, Middleton, what'd he give me?
What he shoot?
Let me know. I don't want to hear
38%.
Stop saying what he shot, G.
What
I don't
he
care
shot?
about what he shot.
What he shoot?
Closeout game, he had 17 points. He shot 46% from the field. Shut your ass up.
Okay, all right.
Shut up.
Okay.
He shot 47 on the season.
What PG do in game 7?
When what game 7?
I'm just saying. What he do?
He never made it to a game 7.
He didn't. He wasn't playing. This playoffs literally.
PG
Paul George.
No,
listen.
No. Now I'm gonna put up the stats. G.
Listen. This playoffs, Paul George averaged 26 points, 9 boards, 5 assists, and a steal in 40 minutes on 44% shoot and 33% from the field.
What's your point?
He didn't play. Khris Middleton was not better.
Yes, he was better. Look,
no, he wasn't.
Finals. Look. Stats from the last 2 games. Right. Paul George. He went 15 to 20 in game 6, which I give him. Game 5. I give him credit for.
What did he score?
He had. Let me see. He had 41. But
what the fuck?
Middleton didn't drop a 40 ball this playoffs.
He did. It's fair.
Okay, then don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
I did not say he did it.
In game
I
6,
love Middleton.
In game 6 at home, Paul George had the worst plus minus on the team. Minus 25. He shot 6 of 15.
How many minutes did he play?
41.
To be fair, they was getting
41.
cooked. To be fair, they were getting cooked the whole game. They also, I think they also had played like 30 playoff games in 32 days or 30 games, 32 days. To be fair. I'm just saying to be fair. With Kawhi down, with Serge down, Zubac was down too. Zubac was gone. And Serge did play the playoffs. He played in Dallas series. So
Ivica Zubac not playing in game 6.
Aiden was losing his goddamn mind.
The reason why.
Nobody contributed. Everybody was trash.
He ain't got
Who was good?
What do you mean? Reggie was good?
No, he wasn't. The last moment of Reggie Jackson in game 6 is him fouling Chris Paul. Fuck out of here. No, he wouldn't. Reggie came back down to earth.
Morris was good.
How?
He had 26. What do you mean? Well, how?
Okay, all right,
he outplayed Paul George.
I bet he got scored on 96 times.
I don't give a shit. Paul George went fucking 5 of 16 or 6 of 15.
He was tired, G.
6 of 15. He tired? No.
He tired, G.
Middleton.
How many rebounds he had?
He had 9 rebounds. What
he
fucking do?
And 4 turnovers.
And 4 turnovers. And
G,
he was 1 of 6 for 3. He had 11 points at halftime. He scored 9 in the second half. And you got the nerve to sit up here and cop, please?
I'm not copping, please.
Please.
I'm not copping. G, Chris Paul had 41.
Stop, G.
He was just cooking them. And no, he didn't. In game 6, he had 21 points.
Ooh.
Not Chris Paul, PG.
I said, okay, I'm sorry. So he had 11 in the first half and 10 in the second half.
They was getting cooked by the fourth quarter.
Because the nigga
was fucking matter.
Yeah,
all of them was sucking.
I was sitting in the building. Good? In the first half,
who was good?
No, stop.
Who was good?
Stop.
Who was good?
Stop.
They was getting cooked so bad, Pat Bear was punching people.
Stop. I was sitting in the goddamn press box next to Cam Buford. Shout out Voice of the Fans. Make sure you stream it every week here on HNBmedia.com. You can find it on your podcast. Go follow him, subscribe to him. I looked at that man when Paul George started off the game. He had, I think, 5 points before the last 4 minutes in second quarter. I'm like, gee, they finna get smoked because PG don't want it tonight.
They was already getting smoked.
I don't want to hear that.
G.
I don't want to hear that.
They was getting cooked so bad, so Pat Beverly was pushing people in the back.
So he couldn't have a better half in the second half?
They was getting cooked by the time. G,
yeah, 6 of 15.
They was down by like 20 in the fourth quarter. It don't matter.
So if he don't go 6 of 15, they'll have a better chance to win the game?
Probably not. Chris Paul had fucking 41. Who was guarding Chris Paul?
All right, bro.
They lost by 27 fucking points, G. No, he did not have a better playoffs than Khris Middleton.
Yes, he did. He did not have a better playoffs than Khris Middleton because Khris Middleton won a goddamn ring. You right. That Freudian slip got your ass.
All right, man.
That Freudian slip got your ass.
He had 9, man.
The jewelry. Put the ring.
Shout out Khris Middleton. Shout out Khris Middleton. But Khris Middleton did it consistent. Khris Middleton did Khris Middleton activity.
Supposed to do.
He did what he always does.
There is no Shaq without Kobe. There's no Giannis without Khris Middleton.
Also, we got to put respect on Drew Holiday as well. We can't do this.
I just want to say this.
We can't do this.
Drew Holiday had a great series defensively, but that is one of the most. People going to overrate his performance in that series.
How?
To the end of time. G.
How? He didn't
have a good series, bro.
He stranglehold Chris Paul.
And he ain't stranglehold not a goddamn
what
soul.
You mean? Chris Paul had 30-something turnovers. Chris Paul was terrible. It wasn't all on
half the time any goddamn way.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
And even in game 6, Chris Paul still had 26.
And what Booker have?
He had 3 turnovers.
And what did
Booker had 19?
Exactly. Do you exactly and you want to know why? Because they switched Drew on Devin Booker, and he wasn't doing that shit on that man.
So
what the fuck you mean?
Actually, that's not true. That's not true.
When the hell
he scored 30 and 40 on Drew Holiday?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I'm looking at the stats right now.
Drew Holiday was not the primary defender when he was getting those buckets. When they switched, listen. When they switched Drew Holiday onto Devin Booker, all that balling stopped. All that bullshit stopped. No, he was doing that shit to PJ Tucker and Khris Middleton.
We're gonna go game by game. Game by game. You ready?
Okay.
Right, here we go. Devin Booker.
Hold on, wait. TP, stop. Tell me Chris Paul stats in these same games.
Okay.
Because he was going back and forth.
Let's go. Game 1. No, stop. Game 1. Chris Paul, 32 points, 2 turnovers, 9 assists.
They got cooked in that game.
27, 6 assists.
There you go. They was balling. Game 2. Yep, they was balling.
Stop. Game 2. Devin Booker, 31, 3 turnovers, 6 assists. Chris Paul, 23, 6 turnovers, 8 assists.
6 turnovers terrible. 6 turnovers terrible. But okay, keep going.
What?
Keep going.
What?
We warming up now. We warming up now. We just getting started. We just getting started.
You love Russ?
Real shit. Has Russ ever had 21 turnovers in a series? Probably. But has he? Real shit. I actually dead ass want to know. I want to know. Has he ever had 21 turnovers in a series? Probably has, but I just want to know.
You don't even have to ask that shit. You already know that.
He probably has. He probably has. I just want to know.
Game 3, Chris Paul, 19, 9 assists, 4 turnovers. Devin Booker had 10 points. That was bad.
Exactly.
That was bad.
Getting their ass strapped up now. It started to go downhill.
No,
Game 4.
Game 4, Devin Booker, 42 points, 4 turnovers.
What Chris Paul do? Criminal activity.
Chris Paul had 10 points.
Criminal activity.
7 assists.
Criminal activity.
So Drew Bledsoe was guarding Chris Paul that game?
Cool. Yes, he was. They switched him on Devin Booker down the stretch, bro. He wasn't guarding him the whole game. They switched him on him down the stretch.
5, Devin Booker, 40. Dropped 40 twice. Chris Paul, 21 points, 1 turnover, 11 assists. That's a bad game.
And listen, what did Devin Booker have in the fucking final 5 minutes of the damn fourth?
I don't want to hear
They switched Drew on that man, and that shit was different.
40 is 40, G.
They lost the game because of his dumbass turnover.
Huh?
They lost the game because of his dumbass turnover. I'm crying at this man getting so amped up at this man that logged off StreamYard. Bring your ass back in StreamYard. Bring your ass back in.
I accidentally logged off. It was an accident. That was an accident.
Gee, he had to turn over that fucking loss in the game.
Because he got doubled? That ain't his fault.
It is his fault.
Gee, Chris Paul out there playing like mincemeat, and you blaming Devin Booker for that?
You want to know why he's playing like mincemeat? Because the big Drew Holiday on him.
Fucking trash.
No.
Blame Chris Paul. At the end of the day,
Chris Paul was tripping.
Paul's fault.
Chris Paul was tripping. But Chris Paul was tripping. But it's a reason why he was tripping. Drew had that man in hell.
And for all y'all saying this, what team you saw Paul George carry?
To be fair. Wait. To be fair.
No. I'm asking you a question. Have you not seen Khris Middleton with his own 2 eyes take his team to the final?
Take is a very strong word.
How is it not a strong word? How is it a strong word when he's the best player on the floor in them 2 games they won?
I don't know if he was. Drew was out there too. I think it was a combination.
Nigga,
Brooke Lopez. Hold on, wait.
Nigga, please.
Hold on, wait. Brooke Lopez was balling too. Brooke Lopez was balling too.
Nigga,
he had like 21 in them games.
Did
he not?
Get the fuck out of here.
Brooke had 21 in them games. I think he had 20 in game 5.
All right, bro. Brooke Lopez one of the reasons why they beat the Hawks. Stop the cap.
All of them was a full team effort.
On this app, G. No.
It was a full team effort.
No.
And also,
Middleton had
To be
32.
fair.
No, wait. Closeout game. Middleton, 32 points. Game before, Giannis got hurt. Middleton, 26 points. Outscored Drew Holiday.
Can you name the rest of the people? Can you name the rest of the people?
Drew Holiday had 26 in the game. Middleton had 27.
Okay.
And then, let's see. Hold on. And then in a game in which...
What Brook Lopez do? And also, can you read me what Trae Young did?
Whoa. Closeout game. Brook Lopez had 13 points. Middleton had 32. Drew Holiday had 27.
And can we also can you pull up Trae Young stats? Because who's guarding Trae Young?
I don't care about Trae Young.
Whoa, I don't care about Trae Young. Whoa.
What do you mean?
Why?
He ain't got nothing to do with this.
How he ain't got nothing to do with this?
What he got to do with this?
It's two sides of the fucking ball.
We talking about fucking Khris Middleton.
It's two sides of the fucking ball. You gotta guard somebody.
He wasn't playing no defense.
Who?
Middleton. He was just
not like Drew.
Not doing nothing.
Not like Drew.
Man, Drew had 3 good games all playoffs.
Who had the higher plus minus?
Middleton.
Okay, by how much?
Middleton was actually no, it was Drew that game.
Exactly. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up.
In game 6, but in game 5, Middleton had the higher plus minus.
Okay.
Full team effort. And he gave you 26 and 13 rebounds.
Full team effort. Full team effort. Full team effort.
You don't have Shaq without Kobe. You don't have Giannis without Middleton. So I'm proud of you, Khris Middleton. I will no longer call you Khris Middleton because you finally got it done. All right.
And he was never the issue.
And now I will go to bat for Khris Middleton.
He was never the issue. No, he wasn't. I can name you series. I can name you series. I can name you series in which he outplayed Giannis. The issue was Giannis. The issue was Giannis wasn't doing this shit. The Giannis we saw this playoffs we never saw before. Who is that man? That man go out there and do that? Oh, we got some shit coming.
You a liar.
When the fuck was he doing that beforehand?
When they made it to the conference finals and then they lost 4 games in a row.
You want to know why? Because Giannis was getting his ass strapped the fuck up. They took Giannis. They took Giannis to goddamn court in game 3 because he couldn't shoot free throws. He was a fucking liability down the stretch. He had 18 goddamn points.
And guess what? I don't want to hear that liability down the stretch shit. You want to know why I don't want to hear that liability down the stretch shit? Because you saw when it came time to make him,
he got better. He wasn't doing this shit beforehand. The issue in Milwaukee was Giannis Antetokounmpo needed to be better.
And so
the motherfucker wasn't better. No,
Middleton won a championship without 2 options.
Listen,
You've never seen anybody win a championship by himself.
I didn't say that. I never said that. Khris Middleton.
You ain't never seen a number 1 option.
We can go series by series. Khris Middleton does Khris Middleton things. Usually stop. Usually it's about 19 to 24 points that he gives you. The issue is Giannis was not taking the step and doing this Giannis shit that he was doing in this playoffs. That's it. Giannis walked on that floor and said no. And that was the difference.
And so did Khris Middleton when they needed him to.
No. Giannis walked on the court.
I never said he needed to be the best player. Did I say he needed to be the best player?
Middleton always does this. No, but he always does this.
In his role, he maximized his role.
He always does that.
Paul George and Kawhi Leonard got hold out the bubble, G. And Paul George's second option in. Don't
because Kawhi didn't walk on the court and say no.
And neither did Paul George.
PG, okay, that's okay. The bubble was fair. The bubble was. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what that was. But look, the issue was to me in Milwaukee was always Giannis. Is Giannis gonna go out there and get better? Giannis went out there and he got better. Rob, shout out my guy.
Shout out to you, Robin, man. We appreciate you for the donation.
Giannis went out there and Giannis went out there and like stepped up. I no more to say. I wash my hands, my brother. I'm finna go buy me the Giannis jersey. Put it up in the crib.
You buy you a Giannis jersey, I'm ripping it down.
Why?
All right? Because you bought 2 of these motherfuckers. And this is why one of them in my house.
Yeah, I did.
Matter of fact, come get this shit. I'm gonna put up a Giannis shrine. Somebody from Milwaukee mailed me a goddamn Bucks championship paper, and I'm gonna frame my goddamn Giannis jersey. Get this shit off my wall. You got your own place now. Come get this motherfucker.
I had my place when I gave it to you.
You didn't have your place when you gave it to me.
Okay, that's fair. I probably didn't.
You didn't have no snakeskin walls either, goddammit. All right, now you got snakeskin walls in a place and shit. Come get this motherfucker. God damn it. Let's move on. Let's actually talk about what we came here to talk. the NBA draft. Now, I will say in full disclosure, as I've
I
said
don't know
this,
shit.
no, stop. As I've said many times, I do not enjoy college basketball. College basketball is the lowest form of basketball to me. High school basketball is higher brow to me than college, because at least you can say they got to go home every goddamn day to their parents. And they got parents got to drive them to the game, all of that. I'm not a fan of college, but wait a minute. But I will say this. I do like the kid out of Arizona that played very, very well in the Final Four. I forgot what is that man's name? God damn it. What's the kid's name from Arizona that played real well in the finals? He's good. I actually do think Cade Cunningham is going to be who they say he is, just because of his height. I think a lot of the times people come in and say this guy will be he will be this, he will be that, and then they aren't, and they don't have the physical tools to be able to do what they need to do. Cade Cunningham is coming into the league at 6'8", 220, and he gonna be playing really point guard, shooting guard hybrid. That's big at his position, no matter where you want to put it at. And I think in Detroit, I think Detroit actually does have a solid foundation to build up off of. I think they have some young talent. I think that he fits perfectly there, because literally Derrick Rose was there last year, and we all knew Derrick Rose didn't fit there, and that he didn't belong there, and that he needed to be on a team that would give him the opportunity to be able to win. That team was a young team that wanted to tank and lose games to try to get Cade Cunningham, which I think that they did a masterful job at it. Bravo, Detroit. You deserve all the credit. Now, I will say this. The fact that he wants to go there and play there, and it seemed like he's wanted that ever since the ping pong balls went there, like literally going, he's been working out and training in Detroit. I think that lends itself well to the culture of Detroit basketball, because I think before any high draft pick wasn't looking to go to the Pistons and have some semblance of relevancy, or some semblance of like, hey, I can be a star and lead this organization. I think Cade is a guy that has that thing that that moxie that they need, and he's not afraid of the challenge. I think even seeing him, I think it was yesterday, he was on the homie Jason's own Fisher's Instagram, and Jason's like, where you think you going? He was like, I think I'm going number one. I like that. I'm sorry, I do. I like that.
He said, I think he said they said I'm going number one, so we'll see.
No, look,
I think that's what he said.
Even that. That's what kind of balls you gotta have to be like, yeah, they said I'm going number one. We gonna see.
I mean, he the number one pick. He been the number one pick since 2019.
That is my whole point, Jonathan. The fuck? God damn, boy. That's my whole goddamn point. Is that he got the balls and he know he going number one, and he up for the task. I think Houston is fucked, because I don't care.
I disagree with that.
I don't like there's nowhere for them to, like, none of these rookies are going to put them in a position to get better over the next 4 years.
I disagree with that, man. Jalen Green, man. Jalen Green.
Moved on.
Jalen Green, man. No, hold on. I disagree. First of all, I'm with you. I think the Pistons and the Thunder are two of the best situations that people think are bad, but are good in the NBA. I think the Pistons have the chance to actually be not a bubble team, a play-in team next year. Mm-hmm. I think if you get Cade Cunningham, and he is who they say he is, I think Cade is the guy who come in. I mean, you've seen rookies come in now and have immense success. I think Cade is the guy who come in and gets you, 18 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, rookie season, be a decent defender. Killian Hayes is also a guy they drafted in the lottery last year. He didn't give you much as a rookie because of injury. I would assume he would give you something this year. Saddiq Bey, great shooter. Isaiah Stewart, a guy who I love. I think if I had to compare him to a Piston, I compare him to Ben Wallace, only because of size, frame. He can get rebounds. I think he'll be able to shoot at some point in time in life. But I love Isaiah Stewart. Just have as a centerpiece foundation in the center position for Detroit. I think that's like a perfect center for them. And they still have Jeremy Grant, he's still in his 20s. I think if you roll out, Cade at the 1, Killian at the 2, Saddiq, Jeremy, and Isaiah Stewart next year, hey, you got something, and you could possibly be a play-in team, and you could really, flip this situation around quicker than what you think. For the Rockets, I want Jalen Green in a Houston Rockets uniform. I think Jalen Green I think to me, that's my guy. The reason why I love the fact that he went to the G League, I think the question about him was, could he shoot? But he shot 35% as a rookie in the G League, which has the NBA three-point line. So to me, that's similar. If you shot 35%, 36%, to me, that symbolizes that, hey, you know what? Maybe you can take it up to 40% with some training in the NBA. Also, to me, he has athleticism that just jumps off the tape immediately. I think he has all-world, all-class athleticism already. And with the way the Rockets want to play, I hope they don't pick Evan Mobley because it doesn't make sense to me, knowing what Steven Silas wants to do. I say, hey, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to get Kevin Porter. We're going to throw out Jalen Green. We're going to throw out Jayshawn Tate.
And we're going to have the worst record in the league again.
Whoever the hell, probably are. And we're going to have Christian Wood, and we're going to get John Wall. We're going to amnesty the hell out John Wall. Buy him the hell out. And we just going to run. And we're going to see what we going to be. Evan Mobley for Cleveland, I like it. The issue with Cleveland is just that, like, what are we doing here? You know, like you need to get Kevin Love out, but also Evan Mobley. I like Evan Mobley, but like we just traded for Jared Allen. Now, obviously, I know people think Evan Mobley can stretch out and shoot eventually, you know, and do some things like that. But I think his rookie season may be a little bit. Well, actually, I don't even know because Kevin Love, shit, I don't even know if he's gonna even play again with the way Kevin Love. Bron left and Kevin Love mentally left too. He play about
with all of this mental health shit that's going on. I ain't gonna say nothing about Kevin Love. Get your, I'm just gonna pray for that man because I don't need nobody in our mentions trying to cancel us. Talk about we bashing Kevin Love.
I'm not bashing Kevin Love. That man done got $90 million to not even play. That is a role model. He got $90 million to not even play. Role model. But I like Evan Mobley going there. As far as Jalen Suggs, I like Jalen Suggs to Toronto because I think that they actually do need another league guard. And I think probably it seems like Kyle Lowry at this point is going to depart. I don't think Fred Van.
The Heat is looking like.
I've heard the Heat. I've heard the Pelicans. I've heard even the Bulls would be interested. I've heard a couple of teams.
Bulls sign Kyle Lowry, I might have to revoke my Bulls fan membership. G.
I've heard
need no more aging point guards. Go and throw Lonzo the bag and be happy that you threw Lonzo the bag.
Oh, that's fair. But so Jalen Suggs I like. But my sleeper, Josh Giddey. He's a guy from Australia. He's 18 years old. He said when he looks at himself, he compares himself to Ben Simmons. He's tripping for that because you're not the athlete that Ben Simmons is, but he's a 6'8" guy with point guard skills. I think he can be really good. I do.
Like he in High School Musical, man. Hell no.
No, he is.
Hell no. And he compared himself to Ben Simmons. Hell no.
6'8" guy.
Get High School Musical out of here, G.
Look, man.
Hell no.
Listen, man. 6'8" guy with guard skills, can pass the ball. And let's say he does fall to Memphis. I think that that's something good to pair, you know, with the Dylan Brooks and also with the Ja Morant. I think that would make a great kind of front, a great guard situation for Memphis. But man, I to me, it's kind of a weird draft a little bit because like of how college basketball was last year. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's, you know, so I think it was kind of a weird draft. But again, Jalen Green is my guy. I'm looking forward to watching him play in the NBA. To me, I think he has the highest ceiling. I think Cade Cunningham is probably the most sure pick, but I think Jalen Green has the highest ceiling. I think he could be like a. He said he listens to Bradley Beal. I think he'd be like a better defensive version of Bradley Beal and a more athletic one. So maybe like an Eddie Jones, Bradley Beal hybrid or something like that. I think that Jalen Green could be.
All right, I'm not mad at that. For me personally, and the person I was talking about was actually Jalen Suggs. He didn't play in Arizona. It was Gonzaga. Personally, I think that Toronto definitely should take Jalen Suggs. I think it's time to move on from Kyle Lowry. He's been a great, ambassador not only to the game, but for the country of Canada as it pertains to dealing with America and just being a global ambassador for the game of basketball. So I give him credit for that. My sleeper for this draft, actually, I got two of them. Early round sleeper, I'm going to actually say Jonathan Kuminga. And then my late round sleeper, I'm going to say Sharif Cooper. I've heard Rashad Phillips say a lot of good stuff about Sharif Cooper. And I think in terms of the late rounds, I think, they haven't projected going to the Knicks or somebody like that. I think he'll be a good, solid player off the bench. kind of in the same light as not the same player, but in terms of his effectiveness off the bench, like a guy like a Jalen Brunson. I think he'll be a guy that you can bring in, will be able to not only create some plays for some guys, but also be able to manage that team's second unit, which I still don't feel like they have a second unit manager. I think Elfrid Payton, they tried him. They tried Neil Aquila. D Rose. They have not really had a real true option at point guard really in damn near since Stephon Marbury retired. So I'm looking at him to be a late round pick that'll actually wind up doing some good things in the NBA. And then as I said before, Jonathan Kuminga is going to be my guy, because I actually think what's going to happen is I think the Warriors are going to draft him, and I think they're going to trade him to some other team. And I think whatever other team that they have will actually give him
about that,
the ability and the responsibility to be able to go out and make plays. He's a young kid. He's almost 19 years old. And I just really believe that, these G League freshmen, he played in the G League, correct? Right.
Yeah.
I think all these G League freshmen will actually come into the league and actually do something of value. I think the G League is cool, but the G League is not the NBA. You don't get up for the G League the same way you do the NBA. I think guys went to the G League because they wanted to be able to reap some profits and make some money, more so than anything. So I look at Jonathan Kuminga as being a guy that if he's drafted by the Warriors and he gets traded, I think he'll actually go somewhere and do a lot better personally. And shout out to y'all. Y'all said Sharice's passing on ball is good, but he gets too eager at times. I'm fine with that. The Knicks have not had a playmaker for years. A lot of the teams at the bottom of the draft need playmakers off the bench. So I think that's where a lot of teams will wind up picking up a lot of slack. I also look for a team like the San Antonio Spurs for a guy like Sharife Cooper, where I might see them take a chance on them, because I think that they need more playmaking, more perimeter playmaking on that team, because I was sold on DeJounte until he got hurt, and now I'm selling. Sorry. So that's how I feel about that. But you say you want to talk about some trades.
No, do you think the Warriors should keep both of their picks? I don't. I think they should probably trade both of them, honestly. I think that you're in a situation, personally, in my humble opinion, it seems like Kawhi wants to stay. Well, allegedly, I've heard reports from seeing Mark Stein.
No, you've heard wants to stay. No, you've heard reports. Mark Stein said that too?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think
that's the first report him and Woj have agreed on.
I think it was Mark Stein that said that he wanted to stay. But I still think that a pairing of Wiggins, Wiseman, and those 2 first-round picks can get you something crazy. I even think that might even
something crazy.
I mean, obviously, you probably wouldn't want Ben Simmons and Draymond on the same team, because they're not going to shoot. But I think that would be enough to get you Ben Simmons.
I just don't really see what, if you get Ben Simmons, you have to trade Draymond Green.
But look,
they play the exact same position.
Yes, but
Ben Simmons is better than Draymond at every single thing.
Yes, but that's why
literally everything.
Yes, but that's why I also said that you probably wouldn't do that. But I do think that that's a package good enough. Let's say if Bradley Beal wants to leave, you maybe could even take somebody off that and probably get Bradley. Maybe you could even take Wiseman off. Maybe.
I personally, I'm not on the trade James Wiseman team. I don't believe that you trade generational big men before you've given them a chance to develop. I think the
only reason I would say,
one second, then I'm gonna let you finish. I think the biggest case in point was DeAndre Ayton. He is a guy that no one, he went number 1, but once he went number 1, no one was high up on him. Everybody was trying to get him traded so that way Devin Booker could get some help. And then what you saw was when they actually gave him the ball and incorporated him into the offense, Coach Monty Williams, you were successful. What you saw when they went away from him, once Chris Paul lost his mind, Chris Paul act like he had cognitive decline 3 weeks after he had COVID.
Nah. The cognitive decline was Drew Holiday whooping his ass. That's what the cognitive decline was. The cognitive decline was Drew Holiday. That's what happened. Drew Holiday put the mental haze on that man and had that man throwing the ball everywhere. But the only reason why I would say I would maybe say trading Wiseman is because I think the Warriors have realistically a 2-year window. So I think that Aiden, yes, people were saying, book some help. But the thing about Booker was like 22, 23 at the time. to like Aiden's window fit in with everybody else's window. I don't know if Wiseman's window fit, especially dealing with the fact that he didn't play college basketball and he got hurt. And it was a weird year, so I don't even know you could even get in and practice like that. So, and also Clay wasn't there, so you got to learn how to play with Clay and things like that because he wasn't even there last year. So it's like, I don't know if I think Wiseman's going to be really good one day. I still do. But I don't know if Wiseman's window fits in with the Warriors' window because I think realistically the Warriors have a 2-year run to make at it, honestly. Like Clay is, I think, 30 coming off 2 major injuries.
I think it's over for them. And I think their window and their time is over. The people just don't want to accept the fact that it is over.
I don't think it's over. I think
it's over. Like explain to me exactly where they fit in terms of the top 4 teams in the West. They don't fit there.
I disagree with that.
They're not there to me. I'm sorry.
I disagree with that.
I've been rooting for them for years. They're not there anymore.
I disagree with that.
But I said last year that I thought that they needed to trade Steph, and you called me crazy.
I disagree with that because I still think Steph has an MVP year left in him next season. I think that if he can do the things that he did this year, next year, which I think he didn't get any major injuries or anything like that. So I still think that he can. Clay, as long as he can come back and give you, obviously he's not gonna hop in and go back to 2019 Clay immediately. But if he can come back and give you just something, because you saw at least if Clay is out there, you think that people can't just go haul off and double step the way that they did sometimes this year. You think that they can't do that.
Jordan Poole with that because you still have Draymond Green on the floor.
Fair, but also Jordan Poole is a guy who I look at off the bench. Listen, I think look. I really think Jordan Poole.
This man had a couple good pro-am tournaments, and everybody talking about this man like he the next.
But I said that last year. I think Jordan Poole is next in line of like Jordan Clarkson's, whereas like he can come in off the bench, fill it up, and go sit down.
That last year.
And I think that I think that with the Warriors, that's cool. Because we still got Steph and Clay, and even if you keep Wiggins, I still think that they can realistically be a top 4 team. Just looking at the West next year. Jamal Murray, I'm assuming he's probably not coming back till March, April, maybe. Kawhi, I don't even think he's playing next year. So then that leaves you with Phoenix. Do you think they can be better than Phoenix? I think they can be better than Phoenix. The Lakers, who knows? They even stay fucking healthy with the Lakers. Like LeBron, year 19, AD. I ain't seen that man play a full healthy season ever. I mean, you got Utah, who I think Utah still be there. Like, Utah is a constant. But outside of that, I mean, the Dallas, depending on what they do. But outside of that, who there? So, yeah. I think they got 1 to 2 more runs left in them. And I don't think you want to be consistently developing young talent or too much young talent while you're trying to make those runs.
I think because you have that arena and COVID is running rampant and you might not have fans again next season, depending upon what happens with COVID-19 and everything, Steph Curry is the best business decision that you can make to continue to invest in him. But I don't think that they have an opportunity to win a championship and that they will have an opportunity. I don't think that this team, their depth is better than any other of the top teams in the West. I think the only thing that might have saved them in terms of being relevant in the West is the fact that Kawhi Leonard tore his ACL, because now you immediately take a team that's a top level contender and they're diminished because they lose a top 5, top 10 player in the league. But other than that, I don't see anything good for them. I think that they need to develop. Now, don't get me wrong. Trade the picks. By all means, trade the picks. Do not trade James Wiseman. He is the future. If you trade James Wiseman, you're literally going to mortgage away your future for 1 or 2 years of Steph Curry, when Steph Curry is a guy himself that is known to be injury prone.
But do you think it's worth you said Steph was you said Steph. I fully agree with you. I think Wiseman is the future. But do you think it's worth, as far as for giving I see that, and that was what I was talking about. I was talking about when it was a play with it was like for one of the last possessions, they took Giannis out and they put somebody else on the court. I think they put George Hill in for Giannis, but that was because you could just space the floor or whatever the hell. But anyway, but yes, he did foul out, and I think it was overtime. But do you think Steph Curry is worth, for what he's given this organization over the past however many years, mortgaging away your future for?
No.
That's cold. That's cold, bro. That's cold, bro. That's cold, bro.
This is a business. This is a business.
But I
is
feel
their
you.
business.
But you even said,
have they not
Steph
treated
Curry,
Stephen Curry with the grace and the class that any class organization, like Kevin Durant literally got ran out of town because they love Steph Curry?
Well, I think the KD let the media run him out of town.
I think the Warriors let KD run out of town because guess what? Kevin Durant say he coming to HNB Media. I love you, Pavi. That don't mean I'm finna fucking diminish Kevin Durant all day long because I love you. We got KD, nigga. What's good? Oh hell, they spent 2-3 years diminishing this man, and then I'm mad that he left. You like, I don't want, like, that's literally like you getting there in the press conference if you the Bucks and man, like, well, Khris was good, but we wouldn't have done nothing without Giannis. It's like, gee, am I not here too? Am I not a max player too? Am I not someone that helped win championships with an S too? They diminished that man until he no longer wanted to be there. So now that you diminish the man and he no longer want to be there, because Achilles or not, last year, Kevin Durant on that Warriors team, they might have been the pick to still get to the finals. Period. You diminish that man. It's time to let go of Steph Curry. I understand it. I love Steph. But it's over. When you're like Eminem said, when your run is over, just admit that it's at its end. And
Eminem run still ain't over though.
That's a fucking lie.
Hey,
that is a lie.
What the chart say? He's still going platinum.
The chart say he's
Eminem was at a stadium right now.
And so the fuck with Elton John. They are legacy artists. And when you are a legacy artist, your run is over and you are built and you will continue to carry on based forth on your legacy. Kanye West at this point is a legacy artist. He ain't been the best rapper alive for fucking 6 years.
Yeah,
but 8 years. He's a legacy artist, G. Steph is old as hell. He's known to be brittle. Your second star that tore his ACL and his Achilles. Your third star shoot like he walking around with a duffel bag on his back. Cut bait. Invest in the future. And I'm not saying trade Steph Curry now, because now that you have him in the stadium, like I said, you have to keep the eyeballs on the team. But getting rid of James Wiseman doesn't make sense to me. If anything, I'm trying to get rid of Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and them picks. And honestly, if somebody come calling for Clay with the right deal, Clay, we love you. We really do. But you gotta go.
That's fair. That's fair. But again, I'm with you. But I still think the Warriors have at least 1 to 2 more years left in them. And I think that if you can get the right deal, I think it's worth going after it.
For who? Wiseman? But what's the right deal?
Let's say you want it.
What deal makes them a championship contender?
Let's say you want to. I don't think that they're like that far away from it.
I just asked you a question.
Siakam?
What deal?
Siakam? What? Siakam? You can get Bradley Beal. Let's say you ain't even got to give up Wiseman. Let's say you got to give up, Wiggins, both of your picks, some future picks, something like. I think there are people out there who.
What the hell he gonna do out there other than just spin around the goddamn court all day long?
That might be enough.
Like a goddamn washing machine.
That might be enough. Agitator. That might be enough. Play fast. Run up and down the court.
Siakam does nothing for them. He does
run up and down the court.
Them. You might as well trade for Ben Simmons. At least you get a top 3 defender in the NBA. Siakam is not a top 25 player to me.
Yeah.
Why are you trading for a non-top 25 player? Ben Simmons is still a top 25 player in the NBA.
Go get Ben Simmons.
But if you do that, you have to get rid of Draymond Green. You're going to literally have 2 guys on the floor that can shoot the lights out and 2 guys that can't make a shot to say they so.
Put him in a deal.
He's not going to go in a deal.
He's not going to go in a deal. Obviously, like he's stuck in Golden State. He's not.
Which honestly, but you know what? Honestly, if I'm Golden State, I might send him to Philly. And if I'm Philly, low key, give me him.
You know who I would go after actually?
One second. Because Draymond is not like Ben Simmons. He's not scared to shoot the ball. He just he said it on the shop. All you idiots want to tell me to shoot the ball. Steph Curry taking a half wide open shot is way better than my shot. Okay, cool. Joel Embiid wants you to stand out there and shoot in the corner.
You know who I would love to go after? It's probably not going to happen, but you know who I would love to go after for the Warriors?
Hey, Zach Jones, shut your dumb ass up.
You know who I would?
Stupid ass up. No, the fuck he not. Shut the fuck up.
It's like, it's like probably.
Andrew Wiggins ain't better than no goddamn Ben Simmons.
It's probably not going to happen. Cam, what's up, man? But what's probably not going to happen, but I would love to see it happen. the Warriors go after Rudy Gobert? What's wrong with that? Wiggins, the picks, Wiggins, the picks, and Wiseman. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Donovan Mitchell will jump off.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Donovan Mitchell will jump off one of them Utah mountains, bro. He will literally find a mountain in Utah and jump off that shit.
It's not gonna happen. I'm just saying. That would be a great deal, I think.
Why are you trying to get rid of Wiseman though?
Because look, here's why. I think that I don't know if Wiseman's window lines up with the Warriors' window. I think the Warriors have 1 to 2 more years where they actually see. I've got to relax on Ben Simmons. I think that the Warriors have 1 to 2 more years where they could actually make a real run at it. And I don't know if Wiseman's window lines up with that. I think he's a great player, going to do great things, but I don't know if his window lines up with that.
Did you see your boy Gobert in the last minutes of that game against the USA?
Didn't they win the game?
No. They didn't win because of him. They try to dunk it down. What the fuck you mean? They try to dunk it down to him. They try to dunk it down to him to close out the game. Did you see him, TP? You see him stumbling and bumbling over size 22s?
Gee.
And it went off a Fournier.
Did you see them? Did you see them?
The carom for a go ahead 3-pointer.
Did you see them? Did you see them keep shooting threes and missing because they ain't want to drive because the big motherfucker in the paint?
Okay, why can't that be Wiseman though? Well, I'm saying, why are you trying to get rid of Wiseman? I think I disagree with what you're saying. That Wiseman window. I understand what you're saying. I just disagree. Saying the Wiseman's window doesn't align with them. That they got to coach him up. Obviously, he had the injuries. If he come back from injury healthy, I mean, then just give you what he gave you with his third-year performance. You see what a kid. Just compare him to Ayton and a kid in his third year, what he can do, the potential that he has. I think he can be just as good, if not better, than Ayton. So I agree with you. I'm not in a hurry to get rid of him. All he really needs to do is rebound and play defense. You don't need to pump it down him to score him. And I agree with you. He can do something different. When the 7-footer is dangerous, but you need more than that from that guy. That's why you're stuck on him. That's why I'm not stuck on him. Because when you're 7'3", you need to be able to go down low and get a bucket or two. You can't go down low and get a bucket from your boy Rudy Gobert.
You know how many centers you ain't been able to go down low and get a bucket from?
But I'm saying, so he's not that.
He averages as many points as fucking Mutombo.
What's that?
He averages as many points as damn Mutombo. My average more.
And shame on him. Though. Shame on Rudy Gobert for averaging as many points as Mutombo. Shame on him.
Mutombo ain't a Hall of Famer?
Huh?
Mutombo ain't a Hall of Famer?
Is he a Hall of Fame?
Yes, he is.
I mean, because of his defense.
What do you mean because of his defense? Half the fucking game.
Oh, my goodness.
He beat your Supersonics.
Oh, here we
hold on. And let me address this real quick. Why is it perceived that I'm shitting on Steph Curry for saying trade him? Is he not 33 years old? Has he not missed more than 50 or 40 games in multiple seasons? It's over in terms of his run. He had a great year last year. It was absolutely amazing. But we got to stop acting like Steph Curry is the same guy that was as effective as he was years ago. He's not, and he is a liability. He's a liability.
He's a lifer, man. He's a lifer.
He should be a lifer.
He's a
Get
lifer.
your value while you can. Because it is over for him. It's over for him.
No,
that's over. He will never be what he was before.
Well, obviously,
arguably he had his best year last year.
He wasn't what you was 2 years ago. So
I'm better. I'm better. Goddamn it! What you mean? My money got longer.
Arguably he had his best season last year.
I mean, no, he's a lifer, dude. You can't.
He was balling.
That's a great player on a bad team.
On a bad
team,
I agree with you. I agree with
all day long.
He shot 50, 40, 90.
I don't give a fuck. He was a great player on a bad team.
That make it even better to be that efficient.
No, the fuck it don't.
When you see somebody on a bad team that damn efficient.
When you seen a shooter like Steph and Wardell Curry?
I seen him not be that efficient.
No, I asked you a question.
On better teams.
I asked you a question. When you seen a shooter like Steph Curry?
Never. And that make it more impressive to be that
efficient. Not impressive.
He's a lifer. You can't trade him, man. He's bought in. He brought 3 championships to the squad. To the team. No.
Did you say you gonna buy him out?
No.
Okay.
No. He said cash out while you were ahead.
No, he said buy in. I said buy out. Cash out while you ahead. When is Steph Curry's value ever going to be as high as it is right now? Never.
It probably not, but you got to ride that wave.
I would trade that man so fast to another team.
You trade
for
Draymond,
some young assets and a young star.
No.
I've been saying this I've been saying this literally since KD tore his Achilles.
And you've been wrong.
You've been wrong. And you've been wrong. No, I have not.
No,
I have not. I literally said KD tore his Achilles. The window was closed. Trade Steph and get what you can for him while you can.
Where's your fucking loyalty at?
What the fuck do you mean? There ain't no loyalty in business, goddammit, especially in the NBA.
I still think they can make one more run at it. Look. We had a conversation earlier. When you look at the Western Conference, who definitively is there? The Clippers, Kawhi, I think not playing next year. The Nuggets, Jamal Murray is hurt. He probably not coming back till March, April. It's probably take him maybe 1 more year to get right. You got the Jazz, who I think will probably be there. The Lakers, what?
Where the Jazz going?
The Jazz ain't gonna be there. They about to get rid of Ingles and Bogdanovich. No, that window is closed. That window is closed.
Hold on 1 second. They
I never heard
Ingles and Bogdanovich when they're
on the trade blocks. They're on the blocks right now. Anybody who want them, they can have them.
I mean, honestly, that is understandable to me because when you needed them to play well in that series versus the Clippers, they didn't.
I wouldn't say that. I would say neither one. You can't have both of them. Both of those guys are liabilities on defense, and you can't have two of those liabilities. True. You can't have two of those liabilities on the court when you need something to happen. That's their issue.
I agree. They need to help Rudy out.
Oh boy, here we go.
What you mean? Give my man some more defense, G. Help me. Help.
This guy, Rudy. What the hell? Did he buy you some wine out there in France or something?
No, they allow resistance.
But no, look, seriously.
You get that right.
But no, look, seriously. The Lakers, who knows what's happening with them? The Jazz, I think, will still be a very good team. I think the Mavericks may make a move that will make them a very good team. But outside of that, what's going on in the West? I think the East is more. Go ahead.
The Warriors can have a chance to be in the top 4.
Yeah, they got a chance to make a run next year.
Clay come back healthy. I don't know. Do you guys draft? Do you take that 7 to 14? Do you draft some players or do you package that? Do you package that for one solid player?
I think you package it.
Hey, didn't I send that to you, Pavi, about picking up Pascal Siakam for one of those picks?
You didn't, but I just mentioned it.
Oh, my fault. I don't know what you said. I didn't hear what you said. But I will try to work.
Hold on one second. MJ, shut your ass up, G. He played 5 fucking games in 2020. What are you talking about? He played 5 games in 2020. He ain't missed 40 games in 10 years. You're lying. Stop lying. Fuck out of here. Y'all lying. Steph Curry is always hurt, G. I'm a Steph Curry fucking fan. He's always fucking hurt. He's literally always hurt. There's always some knick-knack injury, something, whatever. He tear ACL or Achilles tendon or some shit. It's over.
Well, over. Let me say it's nice to hear you. It's nice to see you again, Thomas, but you are completely off base.
I'm sorry. Y'all can say I'm off base. It's fine until he gets hurt. And then y'all say, oh, well, they should.
That's a chance you got to take.
Yeah,
you owe it to him as well as to yourself to make another run, bro. He's not so old. But also,
injured, not being injured.
But also, boy, hold on, wait. He's not so old that you think we can't win. Like again, when Mike came back to the Bulls, he was fucking 32.
So the Warriors got a better team than the 76ers next year?
Maybe.
They got a better team than the Nets.
What do they do with the
pick,
though? What do they do with
they got a better team than y'all? I mean, they got a better team than the Bucks.
But hold on, wait.
I don't know about that.
Look, TP, that's the Eastern Conference. But look, TP, that's the Eastern Conference. In the West, they got the best team in the West this year. Yes.
Okay.
The best team.
And if they had the best team, wait a minute. If they had the best team in the West this year, I would literally tattoo that man's name on my chest and his face on my chest.
Hold on, wait. Who can you say right now? Who can you say right now that would be defensively better than the Warriors if the Warriors come back healthy?
Going to be better than the Warriors.
Who else? Name somebody else.
The Lakers will be better than the Warriors.
Do we know that? They might not be healthy.
The Suns will be as good.
The Suns will still be as good.
Yeah. That's about it. The Jazz and the
Nuggets don't have the reigning MVP of the league.
Jamal Murray gone.
What the fuck did they have to do with the regular season?
He not gonna be. He gonna be come off an ACL tear. You think he just gonna hop up immediately and get back to balling?
Gee, they got this man Compazzo out there playing, and you got the nerve to tell me that this man Jamal, a fifth of Jamal Murray ain't better than Compazzo?
Yeah.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just said that is that fifth Jamal Murray make you better than the fucking Warriors?
Yes!
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about
Klay Thompson is a top what player coming back into the NBA?
Shit, I have no idea. I have zero idea.
So where like who they sixth man?
Jordan Poole.
Who they second big off the bench?
Looney, who was also hurt this year.
Well, so Thomas, what do you guys do with that? Do you trade the 7 to 14, or do you pick up some young players?
I trade Andrew Wiggins, the 7 and the 14, and Draymond Green as fast as I can, and go in, get you some bench players, get you some vets, and get you a power forward that can either stretch the floor and make a three, or you trade Draymond and them picks and Wiggins for this man Ben Simmons, so that way he can fulfill Draymond's role.
Simmons.
Yes, Ben Simmons and Draymond play the exact same. Ben Simmons is just a completely elevated version of Draymond.
So you said that Draymond and what, the 7 or the 14 to Philly?
Both. Shit, if they want them, both.
Shit, the dog better call your ass up. Dog better call you tonight. Because I'll take Draymond and the 7 and the 14. That's
guess what? And if you're Philly, you're stupid.
Why?
Because Draymond Green is an aging player with injury issues too.
No, but that 7 to 14 is huge though.
That 7 to 14 is not huge. They're not gonna want to develop that. They're gonna trade for them, and then they're gonna trade them picks out of there. They already have those spots fulfilled. That Ben Simmons' role is Tyrese Maxey's role next year, unless they go out and get another starting level capable point guard. They already have the team they need. They just need more defense and someone that'll actually shoot the fucking ball when they get it wide open. Draymond is not
second option.
Draymond is not scared to shoot the ball. He just doesn't want to shoot the ball. Ben Simmons is scared to shoot the ball. So put him on the team with the two best shooters and say, run your ass up and down the court, block shots, rebound, play defense, and we'll give you some open layups.
That's perfect. That's not a bad plan. That's not a bad plan. Hey Thomas, I didn't it's been a while since you've been down, man. Your guy came up with a pretty intriguing take. It wasn't as blasphemous as I initially thought. The no USA born MVP in the next decade. After thinking about it, what's your thoughts on that, first of all? And then after thinking about it, I had Booker, James Harden, and Kevin Durant are the three guys that I would come up with immediately to refute that.
James Harden.
Let's actually talk
and Kevin Durant. James Harden and Kevin Durant are never winning MVP ever again.
Yeah, let's actually talk about this.
First of all,
James Harden was an MVP candidate until he got hurt late in the
Wait a minute.
Was he?
I thought
he
so.
wasn't. He wasn't.
He like let's be real. Was he?
Lying.
I'm gonna look. I love Harden
for that next team.
I love Harden. I love Harden
on the court.
Listen,
the next team ran so fluidly.
That don't mean they win the MVP.
They struggle.
They not winning MVP. They cancel each other out. If you on a team with James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, you are not winning MVP. They cancel each other out. Rules is rules.
That's fair enough.
Devin Booker.
I said rules is rules.
Devin Booker, no. The only American-born people who I think, unless the other ones not in the league yet, who I think Trae Young, because I think Trae Young could average 30 and 10.
No,
look, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, fine, cool. Make my point even more. Trae Young, I think Zion, maybe Tatum. That's about it.
No.
Well, let's go back to that.
Wait. I give Lonzo Ball as good of a chance of winning MVP as I give Trae Young over the next decade.
Okay, I ain't gonna say all that.
So about Devin Booker, we saw Devin Booker could put up points. When Chris Paul was not on the court, though, he was able to facilitate and become a playmaker.
Not really.
His basketball IQ needs to go from about that 7. He needs to turn it up to at least a 9. I'm not expecting to beat Chris Paul.
I don't see it.
But he needs to be a more of a playmaker, and he needs to be more consistent. He showed in the finals that he wasn't consistent, and then he wasn't taking. There was open shots that he was passing up. I think once he gets over that hurdle and he becomes more confident with that jump shooter or with that jumper, and then he able to extend his jumper to behind the 3-point line.
But also,
right now, he's not a good 3-point
shooter.
shooter.
But also, what does he bring to the table defensively? Most people who win MVP at least bring something to the table defensively.
No, that's not totally true.
Hold on, wait. Even when Steph won, he led the league in steals. Harden always gets 2 steals every year.
All you have to do is get in the passing lane. You get in the passing lane.
Bringing something to the table defensively.
That man Cam got that Nelly connection. Dirty.
What you say?
No, I said all you have to do is get in the passing lane. I mean, I'm not.
Is that not bringing something to the table defensively?
Yeah, but
when AI won it, he led the league in steals. Is that not bringing some table?
Again, that was getting in the passing lanes. That wasn't locking nobody down.
Is that not? I didn't. I asked you one question. Yes, I said, is that okay? Then, like, what does he?
Look at it. Let's acknowledge what it is. Yes, you are right in what you're saying. Yes. However, if you look at it more in depthly, that's just getting in the passing lane.
That's fine.
You should be able to do that 2 to 3 times a game. I mean, that's
he ain't doing it.
Again, I'm not saying he's there today. We're talking about in 10 years. I'm thinking in 2 to 3 years, he's going to be that caliber.
So you got Devin Booker and who else?
He's going to improve. He's going to improve. If Chris Paul was to leave next year, now that onus comes on him. You saw he was able to do that against the Clippers in that first couple of games in the finals without Chris Paul. He's able to play and play make to some level, a level you didn't expect him to do that before. And if he extends his shot past the 3-point line, then he becomes even, a more deadly player. I'm not saying he's there today. We're talking about in 10 years. And I think he has a better he's shown me more than Tatum has shown, because Tatum needed help when they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. He's actually won the conference finals and got to the finals and then performed for a couple games in the finals. Tatum hasn't done that. And I like Tatum. I think Tatum's game is smooth as hell, but he just hasn't taken that next step. At least Booker we've seen he has taken that next step.
Okay, so you got Devin Booker. So who else?
Like I said, Harden and Durant, but you're right. They kind of cancel each other out. I feel you there.
No, there's only one answer, and that's Zion.
That's it, and that's literally it. Other than that,
he's gonna get one though.
He's gonna have to.
He's gonna get one. No, not really.
In 10 years, really. I mean that he's gonna have to have a season out of this world.
He averaged 27 on 60% shooting last year. He just got to take it up to 30 and give me 10 rebounds, and that's MVP right there. Boom, easy.
But they also got to win games though. That's the only thing with Zion holding him back.
That's not true. Steph Curry was top 3 MVP voting last year, and they won winning.
He shouldn't have been.
Games.
He shouldn't have been. And I'd have been mad as hell if they would have got the goddamn award. I would have wrote Adam Silver had he got the award. I would have wrote a letter to the commissioner. But literally over the next decade, TP, what do you think?
Yeah, I just told you. Zion. Period. There's no. I mean, also Zion and LaMelo Ball. And I think if
LaMelo Ball, stop it with LaMelo Ball.
Why? Why do you keep
leaving him? Hold on.
I take it back.
You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that.
But look,
not Lonzo. LaMelo and Zion. And wait a minute. Anthony Edwards he's from Canada, right?
No, Anthony Edwards is not from Canada.
He's
from Georgia. That man is from that man said he grew up listening to Little Baby. You know his ass ain't from Canada, and he fucking raps. You know his ass from Canada.
All the kids love Little Baby.
But look, even my point with LaMelo though. Baby. But look, even my point with LaMelo, which people argue with me about, where did LaMelo spend half of his high school years at? Overseas. I'm not saying that he's an overseas obviously he's not a foreign born player, but he did develop his game overseas as well too.
Significant years, some critical years, some formidable years overseas, and that takes me to another point that I might get off the line with you guys. But AAU, this isolation ball has killed American USA basketball. It's absolutely killed it, because these guys is learning how to play team ball overseas, and that team ball is actually dominating international basketball, and it's actually winning in the NBA. It's not going to be too long before that international ball takes over the NBA. Your thoughts?
I don't think we're. I'll put it this way: the best players from America are never going to go and play in the Olympics. So it does. So even everything that we're talking about is not going to matter because none of the American guys are going to go play in the Olympics. The best ones. Kevin Durant's not the best player alive. He's not the best American player alive still.
Who is?
Probably Kawhi.
That's fair, but Kawhi's hurt.
But that's not my point. My point is he was never looking at the Olympics.
But my point is this: even if you obviously, when it comes to America, if it's just one country and we go and play whatever country, we'll have the better talent. Well, in theory, we would have the best talent. Well, no, for sure we would have the best talent. But if you just take let's say, okay, like they do the rookie sophomore game. Let's say you do a America versus the world game. I don't know if we win.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
What, like a rookie sophomore? Yes, that's a lie.
I don't know if we win, bro.
Is LeBron playing? Is Kevin Durant playing?
So what? We got Luka. We got
Davis playing.
So what? We got
James Harden playing.
So what? We got Luka. We got Giannis. We got Rudy. We got Jokic. We got Shea. We got Ben Simmons.
You mentioned Rudy Gobert and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Go to hell.
What you mean?
Get the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here. You mentioned Rudy Gobert and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
So what?
Shea a top 25 player in the league?
No.
Okay, then shut your ass up.
He might be top 30, 35 though.
You got stop it. The starting
and hold on, wait.
No, wait,
but
stop.
Listen.
A starting lineup of Steph Curry,
those
Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, and then who give me an American center or a four. Put somebody
okay, fine. Give me fine. Okay,
you gonna get your ass smoked.
Okay, fine. Give me Embiid. Give me Giannis. What the fuck you smack your goddamn lips for, brother?
Hell no. They both play the same goddamn position. Going through the same lane.
Embiid and Giannis?
Yes. What you have Embiid out there doing? Shooting threes all game?
Defense? That shit don't matter. Who the fuck scoring?
You said a win a game.
I know what I said.
No.
They got Brook Lopez and Giannis out there. That shit damn work.
Give me Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. We smoking whoever.
Give me, okay, fuck it. Give me Jokic, give me Giannis, give me Luka, give me Ben Simmons, and give me whoever the hell. Give me Porzingis. No, fuck that. Give me Jamal Murray.
Did you just mention Khris?
Give me Jamal Murray.
Playing for the greatest team in the world.
Give me Jamal Murray. And then give me Rudy. What you mean? Jamal Murray from Canada.
I really can't.
And then give me Rudy. Give me Embiid. Listen, hold on, wait. Give me Rudy. Give me Embiid. Give me who else from the world? Give me Rudy. Give me Embiid. Give me whoever the hell. And that's off my bench. I got Rudy and Embiid off my bench.
Yeah, the world is strong, man. The world is strong.
Capella off my bench. How am I lying?
You're lying.
How am I lying?
The best 5 American-born players
against the best. Do we know? See, Jokic.
I'm finna literally make a graphic, and we're gonna.
You said Luka the best player in the damn NBA. So what the fuck? We got the two best.
I didn't say he's the best player in the NBA. That's a lie. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player.
Okay.
Stop lying.
Okay. Who next? Who next in your mind? Who next in your mind? Who next in your mind? Who next in your mind, TP?
Where?
Who next in your mind then, TP? Who next in your mind?
Talking injuries or no injuries?
No injuries.
Kawhi.
He better than Luka to you?
Yes, he's better than Luka.
You really believe that?
Of the ball. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Both sides of the ball.
Who after that?
I've watched it for 2 years.
Who after that? Who after that?
Kevin Durant still better than Luka.
You didn't even fucking say that last year. You fucking lying. Huh? You said KD won top 10.
Because I had an agenda against KD last year because he went and joined the Nets. You want to hear facts? I had an agenda against that man last year because he joined the fucking Nets. God damn it. Walk your ass out. All right, but we're going to stop acting like this man Kevin Durant ain't Kevin goddamn Durant.
Now he's back. Now the agenda's over because they lost?
Huh? Yeah.
Now the agenda's over because they lost?
Yeah. I didn't like what he did. He ran. He ran from the media and he ran. I ain't like that. So no.
He was named Kristaps Porzingis. He was an inch away from going to the finals, though.
Elijah, Kiss my ass. You log out. He named Kristaps Porzingis on being a team that could beat the world. Kiss my ass.
Why we act like Kristaps Porzingis terrible? This motherfucker averaged 20 yards last year.
Nigga, he ain't one of the best players in the world.
It don't. G, we building a fucking team.
Fuck that team. He don't belong on the fucking team. Stop lying.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back. So somehow KD becomes the 4th best player in the world when you literally said he not top 10 2 weeks ago.
I told you I had an agenda against that man. He lost. It's over. I don't care no more.
He had lost then when you said that.
Huh?
He had lost then when you said that.
When? I ain't say he went top 10 no more.
You literally said he went top 10, G.
No, I didn't. I said
what the fuck? We had a whole episode.
During the season. I ain't been on this show since the season ended, so stop lying on me.
I'm saying he had already lost when you said that. You said that in like June, G. Late June.
Right after they lost? Yeah, I had an agenda against him. More salt in the wound. Yes. Fuck yes. But no, he's Kevin fucking Durant. He Kevin goddamn Durant. What?
So where Luka Ray?
Luka's top 5. He is.
Oh, okay.
But he alone is not finna sit up here and beat the U.S. Like I said, Kevin Durant.
I didn't say he alone. I named Giannis too.
Him and Giannis not beating the U.S.
I named Jokic. I named Embiid. I named Ben Simmons.
I
named Jamal Murray.
They are not beating a team with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. And honestly, if you want to replace Kawhi Leonard, put Zion out there. Who the fuck can stop him?
Giannis.
You're lying. He gonna put his ass in the paint.
He is not gonna put his ass in the paint. You are lying.
Hey, I love you guys. I'm out.
Peace out, Cam. We appreciate you.
Fuck out of here.
No, you get the fuck out of here. You literally just named Kristaps Porzingis in a team that could beat Americans.
Yeah, Porzingis is fucking good.
That is anti-American, goddamn.
And I'm just naming the first people who come to mind.
And you're wrong. Why is he the first one to come to your mind?
Because he's good.
All right, G. I don't know how we've done this for 5 years, G.
Fuck you talking about?
I haven't used my lungs this much in weeks. Goddamn.
What you talking about?
I'm tired. The fuck are you talking about? You named Kristaps Porzingis, G.
So fucking what? I'm just naming Dragic, Jamal Murray.
No. How about this? If you mean it, tweet it. Tweet a team and then name all the motherfuckers and put Kristaps Porzingis in there and say they would be the team of the top 5 Americans. You'll get your ass laughed off the internet.
No, literally. You put your here's what we're gonna do. How much is the team? 12 people. You put together your American 12. I'm gonna put together my 4 and 12. My team winning.
I don't care about who after 6.
No, name me. Okay, top 5. I'm definitely winning.
You're not.
I'm winning.
Look, they're not beating LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi, Steph, and fucking and Anthony Davis.
I got Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Ben Simmons, Jamal Murray.
No, like the fact that you even have Ben Simmons is here, and like, who the fuck gonna shoot the ball on your team?
What the fuck you mean? Jokic, Luka, Jamal Murray, Ben Simmons.
Cooked.
How? How about who's scoring on me?
How about you do this? Go on 2K, make you a custom team, play the fucking game, and watch the fuck out of here.
I'ma win. The best people in the damn game is Luka and Giannis and
you
Jokic.
Got 3 players on your team that can't shoot.
Who? I got 1.
You got no shooters on your team.
I got 2. Okay, I got 2. And Giannis can figure it out.
All right,
we did up everything, bro.
You need to be evaluated.
We got 2 of the best defenders. We got 2 of the best defenders in the league.
You had COVID because you got some cognitive.
We got 2 of the best defenders on. We got 2 of the best.
Literally named Kristaps.
We got 2 of the best defenders in the league on the same team.
I don't give a fuck.
And if I want to, I could put.
We got the best defender in the league on the team.
Who?
Kawhi.
He's not the best defender in the league.
He's better than Rudy. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Is he better than Ben Simmons? Right now?
Yes,
is he? No, for real. No, for real. No, dead ass.
Yes, he is.
No, is he?
Trae Young was out there whooping his ass.
Trae Young really wasn't whooping his ass.
He was whooping his motherfucking ass.
He really wasn't whooping his ass.
He sent his ass back to Australia.
He really wasn't whooping
Mama
his ass.
Jammo or whatever her name is.
He really wasn't whooping his ass. And if I want to, I can start Embiid and Giannis. Not consistently. Who? What are you talking about?
You don't have no consistent shooters, G. You got to stop, bro.
You don't either.
G, I have Kevin
outside
Durant,
of Steph,
G, and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
Okay,
they can't shoot.
That's about it.
Anthony Davis can't shoot.
Jokic can't shoot.
Kawhi Leonard can't shoot.
Consistently, no. Jokic can't shoot.
All right, G.
Jokic can't shoot.
All right, G. No, he ain't no goddamn shooter. He's 7 feet tall. Fuck out of here.
He shoot better than half the motherfuckers you named.
Oh my God, dog.
He shoot better than AD.
You need to be arrested.
How? Look at this team. What you mean?
You getting smoked.
How? That team getting smoked?
I'm gonna literally put together a graphic, and they're gonna laugh you out of the building. You're getting smoked.
That team right there getting smoked?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Jamal Murray, you lost already.
How?
Because he ain't better than nobody in my starting five.
He was giving the motherfuckers 50 in the bubble.
The bubble?
All right, bro.
The bubble?
All right, bro.
We talking about the bubble?
I got to use the bathroom, so hold it down.
You talking about
quick.
when it ain't a crowd? Gee, what? The blasphemy. The fucking blasphemy that I hear on this goddamn show. Anyways, let's move on. Where should Ben Simmons get traded? Adrian Wojnarowski reported the 76ers continue to canvass the league for Ben Simmons trades, armed with a steep asking price. Simmons and his agent, Clutch CEO Rich Paul, are step for a move somewhere else. Draft night is always an ideal vehicle for a deal, but talks could continue into the summertime. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to say what I said earlier. I think the best place for Ben Simmons to go is literally Golden State. I think if you can, you try to see if you can work out a trade where you can somehow be able to finagle away Draymond Green, that 7 and that 14 pick. And what I do if I'm them, try to see if we can include it and make it a 3-team trade, get you some more shooting, get you another perimeter backup playmaker if you're the 76ers, and you go back and you retool and you try to work with a team that is Joel Embiid centric. This team has not really been Joel Embiid centric because Ben Simmons is still there clogging the paint usually most of the time, which forces Joel Embiid to go out and have to play beyond the free throw line and beyond the three-point line. If you can get someone there, even a Draymond Green, as I mentioned before, I don't think Draymond Green is going to allow them to lose to Atlanta. I think his heart, his moxie, his give a fuck is going to actually be the thing that will not allow those guys to be as weak-minded as they were in that series in particular. I really, really believe that it's not over for Ben Simmons. I was wrong when I said that I think he could be better than LeBron. Clearly, he will never be better than LeBron. I was wrong for that. I will take that L. I will hold that L. Put the Photoshop 2 L's in my hand. I got 2 L's right now. But Ben Simmons, without a doubt, still has the opportunity to be a Hall of Fame level player if he goes and he does what he needs to do. And that is not just develop a shot. I just want him to develop the aggression to want to shoot. I don't necessarily care about the volume of which he shoots. He's a guy that's only really taken, I think, maximum 13 shots a game in his career. I just want those 13 shots to be every single night, regardless of whether he makes one or he makes 20 or he misses one or he misses 20. I said the same thing about Giannis Antetokounmpo for the past 4 years. The reason why teams were able to load up on him and essentially create a box around him in the paint is because he only lived and died in the paint. And when he didn't shoot shots in the paint, he did not aggressively look to score and be a versatile scoring option. He only was looking to Euro, spin move, dunk, get to the lane. Pavi was correct earlier in our show when he said that he felt as though Giannis hyperextending his knee actually led to his success because it made him not want to just have to run to the rim and hopefully be able to create at the rim every single time. I think what we saw this finals performance from Giannis, which was one of the greatest all-around performances I've ever seen, better than any LeBron James finals performance ever, period, point blank. I don't care. Don't talk to me about 73-9. Kyrie was still out there equally as effective as him. I love Khris Middleton now. He was nowhere near as equally effective as the man that gave you 40, 40, and 50 to close it out. But Ben Simmons, aggression. That's all I want from him is aggression. You cannot not shoot the ball. Draymond Green has said plenty of times, it's not that I don't want to shoot the ball. I want to shoot the ball. But why would I shoot the ball when it's a lower percentage shot than giving the ball to Steph and Curry, or in the past Klay Thompson, or in the past Kevin Durant, and saying shoot the ball? I'll play defense, create plays, and screen. Draymond Green, if left open, will shoot it. We saw Draymond put up a 30-plus point game in the NBA Finals Game 7 in which LeBron won. He was aggressive. So aggression is not Draymond Green's problem. His problem is him not wanting to take the shots because he feels as though he has more high percentage scoring options. Ben Simmons just don't want to shoot the ball. And that, quite frankly, is egregious. And unless he's going to fix that and become more aggressive and consistently shoot the ball beyond 5 feet, he will just be a player that is a Draymond Green type of player. But honestly, he's going to be a little bit worse than Draymond Green because Draymond Green's athletic prowess and his athletic ceiling, it rivals Ben Simmons in no areas at all. Ben Simmons is an athletic freak. He's 6'11", can run up and down the court like a gazelle. He can jump out the gym when he wants to. He's physically strong. He can slide with guards. He can move with big men. His problem is here. They need to get that fixed, put him with a coach that will put him in the best position to succeed. I feel as though that might be in Golden State. Also, I'm going to give you a dark horse. San Antonio. I don't necessarily know if they have the options to be able to trade for him. But if the 76ers can somehow work a 3-team trade, I definitely believe that San Antonio will be a perfect option for Ben Simmons because Pop is not going to allow Ben Simmons to not shoot the ball. He's not going to allow Ben Simmons to be passive aggressive. He's going to put Ben Simmons in the best possible positions for him to succeed, and that is what he will do. But he will not do that in Philadelphia, running the same lane, filling the same lanes that Joel Embiid does. Those are Joel Embiid's lanes to fill. Those are his mid-range jumpers to shoot. Those are his shots at the rim to be able to shoot, not Ben Simmons. And that is why Ben Simmons is not comfortable there because no matter who you put there, Joel Embiid is still on the floor. There is no player in San Antonio that plays like Ben Simmons. There is no player in Golden State that plays like Ben Simmons. Hell, trade him to Dallas if you want to. There's no player in Dallas that plays like Ben Simmons. So I think ultimately I want to see him get moved. I think he deserves to get moved. I think Doc made it very clear and drew a very clear line in the sand when he said we cannot win a championship or he doesn't know if he can win a championship, with Ben Simmons at the helm. So at this point, it is what it is. Cut bait, get rid of him. He is a franchise level player. I think their asking price is too steep, but I think honestly, if they just come off of a pick or a player, it'll be fine. Even the fact that they offered fucking to Toronto, we want Kyle Lowry, OG Anunoby. It was Fred VanVleet 1 and 2, and the pick. Go to hell. Go to hell in the handbasket, Elton Brand. Hell no. I'm done.
Should Ben Simmons get traded? Yeah, I mean, I think it's the best thing for him in his career, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'm not somebody who's like, oh, he needs to. I think Ben Simmons shooting the ball is overrated. I think that he needs to score. I don't think that he need. I think he needs to score, and yes, free throw shooting. You can't be out here shooting 30% from the free throw line. I don't know what that you can't be out here doing that, bro. As far as him shooting threes, I don't think that's really the issue. I just think that you have to give him his looks. I think that that's one thing that the Sixers did do a bad job. Like, I watch 80s basketball. I've seen people run pick and rolls in the paint, literally in the paint. So, like, I don't know. You better pull up some 70s, 80s footage and figure out how to make it work. But I think they did do a bad job of getting him his looks. I also think that he did a bad job of being aggressive. I'm sure that him not making free throws definitely like took his aggression back a little bit. But I still think regardless, he's one of the best defenders in the NBA. He was a runner-up in Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he's still a bona fide star in the NBA. The reason why we're so mad at him is that why people are so mad at him is because he's a bona fide star in the NBA. And I think he could vastly help some team. I think even let's say the Kings want to send De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield or somebody else, and you just throw them there. Like, again, I don't really get why they would. I mean, I get why
Rich Paul is not going to let him go to the Kings.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
If I'm Rich Paul, which as I said earlier, Adrian Wojnarowski reported that Clutch is going step in step with the 76ers to find him a trade destination. They like if I'm Rich Paul, why the hell would I want to send him to one of the worst markets and one of the worst franchises in the NBA. No,
I just named the place. But again, the place that I told you the trade I want to see, Ben Simmons for Dame Lillard. I think it helps both franchises. I think I personally think it's like the best thing for both teams. I think that Portland, you would get a bona fide young star. You give yourself at least 7 to 8 more years. I think you will probably get to the same place in the playoffs with Ben Simmons that you got with Dame Lillard. I think it would actually make your team make more sense because you wouldn't have 2 small guards anymore. CJ could also go back to CJ could be more of a scorer. He could be kind of like, I guess, the dominant number 1 scoring option in the half court. Also defensively, I mean, you would have Ben Simmons, you would have Rocco, you would have Derrick Jones. I think that's a formidable, wings. I think that you would get literally to probably about the same place and maybe be a little bit better in some areas if you did that. And like for the Sixers, I think it's perfect. I think the Sixers need a number 2 option, which is the real issue. And also, I think with Joel Embiid and with Joel Embiid's health, I think your window is like 2-3 years. I don't know if Joel Embiid gonna be a guy who gonna be out here lasting you think that he's maybe you think he's 4 or 5 years pro, but first of all, he missed 2 years, number 1. So that he came in the league, I think missed 2 whole full seasons. He didn't play until 2016. So really, he's supposed to be like 7-8 years pro right now. I think he's how old is Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid is
he's 27 years old.
He's 27 years old, but with the way he plays and with the injury history he has, he may only have like 3-4 more serious years left. So
27 years old. He's never played more than 65 games in the NBA regular season.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know how long his window even is. So I think a deal like that would be great for them. But yes, I do think that they probably should let Ben Simmons go. I just don't think I just don't know if it's gonna work. And I don't even know if Philadelphia even wants it to work. I think even just with the with the way the playoffs went last year, you probably want to let it go at this point. But I still think Ben Simmons has MVP type potential. I mean, seriously, like he's averaging 16 points and we're mad. Like if he goes
12 shots,
like if he takes 17 shots, that seems like him not shooting the ball.
That's what I told you when I said that he might be better than LeBron, which I was tweaking. But he's only taking 12 shots a game. Imagine if you gave him 20 a game like LeBron got.
And giving him 20 a game is just like playing a different style. I think people overrate as far as like shooting threes. He doesn't need to shoot threes. He needs to shoot free throws better and just shoot the damn ball. Like when you underneath the rim, shoot the fucking ball. I mean, I get why they saying being to the T-Wolves. Like you have Anthony Edwards. You also have like Cat players on the like perimeter. You could probably trade D'Lo. You probably be D'Lo and like Beasley.
Elton Brand gonna hang up that phone so goddamn fast, boy. You better get the Figo. Say you better get your little shoe having ass out of here, boy.
But no, seriously, like if he takes 5 more shots, that's 22 points, probably 8 rebounds, 8 assists. That's an MVP candidate, especially if you win games. So again, I still think he's a franchise level player, and I do think Philadelphia is maybe asking a little bit too much, but I understand why they're asking that. Because I still think you are trading a franchise level player.
Yeah, he is. He's a franchise level player. It's like I said, him and Embiid fulfill the same roles in terms of where they have to get space on the court on offense. That's why they're a great defensive team together, but a terrible offensive team together because they feel like literally you running down the court to fill a lane. If Ben don't have the ball in his hand, he's running the same lane Embiid should be running. You need a guy that's going to run to the three-point line like a Steph Curry or at least run to the corner or to the wing or run to the mid-range for a jumper. Like he's not there. He can't do it. I don't think it's possible, but I hope that he gets traded for his sake, for their sake as well.
I don't think the Spurs would be bad. Let's say you sign and trade DeMar. I even think DeMar for them, for like the Sixers and like the half court is a great option. Personally, I think for them.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. DeMar for him. Yeah,
DeMar, DeJounte. Let's see. Throw me some picks. Yeah, maybe throw in Lonnie Walker to make it sweeter.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. But I definitely think that he has to go. He has to go. I love Doc, but I tweeted when he said it. I was like, damn, I never thought I'd see the day where Doc, who has historically been known as a player's coach, throw one of his players under the bus. And he threw Ben Simmons so far under the bus, he got rolled over 4 times, and the paramedics tried to scrape him off the ground, and he couldn't. So it's time to cut bait, get him out of here. Somebody said Ben to the Knicks so he can do what?
Who?
It's not even that. So he can do what? Nothing. Exactly. Moving on, last topic of the show. Everyone wants to play for the Lakers. Is that a good move?
If you want to get money, no.
I say hell no to the no. Why would you want to go and play with an aging LeBron James, who's probably in the last 2 years of his career? He say 3, 4, but honestly, his leg gonna fall off one day, and we're just gonna be like, damn, G, it's over for LeBron. Like I've come to the conclusion that LeBron is gonna go out like KG.
Nah, he ain't go out that sad.
Yeah, he is.
Nah, he ain't go out that sad.
He is. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because he's arguably the second greatest basketball player of all time, and there's only one level for LeBron. Kevin Garnett gradually got terrible, but he wound up being so terrible at the end that we was like, KG retired. I think it's going to be a point in the next 3-4 years where we're like, LeBron, start the farewell tour. And I don't think that they're going to win a championship with LeBron as the best player. I don't necessarily know if they'll win another ring with Anthony Davis as the best player, because he is the guy that has historically been hurt, not necessarily injured for the whole season, but we call him brittle for a reason. I think the only thing that will propel them and put them into the finals conversation for me would be is if they can somehow bamboozle the NBA into getting the Dame Lillard, and it's not happening. So I think that the Lakers championship window is open, and I think unless you're an aging veteran, you would be stupid to want to go play beside LeBron James in a year in which he's trying to make his comeback.
I think the Lakers have one more run in it, and I think it's this year. I don't think after the post this year, no, but I think they have one more run in it this year. I think the mistake that they made last year, I thought they tried to switch the formula up a little bit too much. Like, they thought they got better in certain areas, but I think losing a guy like Dwight, I think that was huge. Even losing a guy like JaVale, that was huge. I think they tried to go for more offense, and they didn't really win the ring last year through offense. They won it because they were the best defensive team. Now, granted, they still were a great defensive team this year. But what you saw this year was they also had zero offense at points and times. But I just think that they need to get some more defenders, bro. I hope that they don't try to switch up the whole thing of what they were doing. Just get some more defenders. And I still think that, like I said, they can make one more run at it this year. One more run. And then, like, if you're an Asian veteran, I mean, yeah, why not go play in LA? You're going to be on TV 15, 20 times. If you do anything well, you probably secure yourself 1 or 2 more checks. I mean, if you do terrible, you secure yourself none. But if you do something good, you probably secure yourself 1 more check. And again, like I said, with the West, like Miles Johnson says down there, like, I don't really know where we're going with the Western Conference. Like, I think we might be at the end of the West being a quote unquote dominant conference. I think we might be at the end of that. When I look at the Nets, and I look at the Bucks, and I look at the Sixers, and I look at even a team like the Hawks is like a team that's like, on the rise. When I look at the West, I see a bunch of question marks. I see Kawhi's hurt. I see, the Warriors are coming back. You don't know what they might be. I see the Jazz. I see the Suns. But I don't really see a definitive team like, oh, you like have to get past that team. So to me, I think they have one more run in them in this next year. But I think who they add is pivotal. But I just hope they add don't change up everything. Add some more defense, but mostly get healthy. Like, if they're not going to be healthy, then what are we even talking about? If they had a healthy team this year, they might have been in the finals this year. Who knows? The issue was they wasn't healthy. And the main thing, even more than LeBron, is Anthony Davis. AD, he got to link with a trainer or link with some regiment. Somebody got to link with somebody and just get this man healthy. Like, I remember even when Chris Paul, they said he changed his diet and went vegan, and he ain't really got hurt since. Maybe he need to go vegan. Maybe he need to go do something.
I mean, supposedly, according to him, he had a torn tendon in his hand. So what do you mean he's healthy?
Like, you remember he used to pull his hamstring like all the time. Like, it's different between being you can't play and you hurting a little bit. A torn tendon in like your hand, you can't really do nothing about that, but you can manage that. That man was out there with growing calf, Achilles. You gotta. I don't know, but you got to do something to be able to prevent those things. So if AD not going to be healthy, then what we even talking about? But I do think they got one more shot this year.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I just think that the window is closed to me personally. I'm not mad at anyone that think that the window is still open. I just think it's a matter of, look, you got a aging superstar, one that's continuously hurt. You have no real number third option. They don't have a third playmaker at all. Like you can clearly see that they don't, because Schroeder was unable to make plays when they needed him to, which is why they would go on scoring drops for 5 and 6, 7 minutes where they couldn't make a basket. So, I mean, it kind of is what it is from that perspective. But I do think that LeBron will still be a top 10 player. I give him about 18 more months, and then that's it. So I think you have to, if you're the Lakers, go all out, because you got 18 more months with LeBron at being his height, at the height of where you want him to be. So, I mean, we'll see. He said he wants to finish his career with the Lakers, but I just don't know,
Like
man. I think his mental fortitude won that championship in the bubble more than anything.
But like
Because
I said,
he's just been one of the strongest players in the NBA mentally for a while, because he's had to. That's all. Go ahead.
but again, like I said, like, yeah, we can talk about LeBron, but AD, like, you were getting AD to be the young star to, okay, you know, like you said, Kareem, you know, when Kareem was fading a little bit, you had Magic. But Magic was the guy, okay, like maybe today it's like, all right, Magic, Kareem getting a little bit older. We need you to lead us, bro. Here you go, lead us. Then you see it kicked his average up to 22 and 12. Because at first he was 16, 18. He was playing a little the back seat. Midway through the 80s, Kareem got a little bit older. You know, he was 37, 38. Magic ascended. But if AD not going to be there because he's not healthy, well, we just fucked everything up at that point. So again, the health of it's to somebody. The Lakers need to do everything they can to keep that man healthy. Well, just get that man a new trainer, get that man a new training regimen, need to give him some different nutrition. I don't know. Something.
AD, that might be the name of this episode. AD
nutritionist.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. It needs to be get AD a nutritionist, or Shaq had Kobe, Giannis had Middleton.
Either one.
You pick. Actually, fans, vote. What should the title of this episode be? Anthony Davis needs a nutritionist, or Shaq had Kobe, Giannis has Middleton? Go ahead, drop your comments and vote in there. This has been an episode of Hoops and Brews, man. It was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I needed this break of Hoops and Brews because I was getting real tired of doing this shit.
I feel you.
It's like that's also why when Max Kellerman and Stephen A get up there and say bullshit every day, I'm like, yes, because they tired of doing this shit. They talk about the same shit every fucking day for 2 hours.
We done talked about Dame Lillard 13 times.
Doing this shit twice a week on top of the other shows that we do about basketball is a lot. So I'm glad that I got my break. I'm not glad I got COVID, because my shit is still a little fucked up in terms of my taste buds and my smell. But it feels good to be back, to yell, to scream, let out some of that energy, talk some hoops with you, Pavi. We are coming up on our 5-year anniversary.
Oh shit!
In less than 4 months. Well, actually, less than 3 months. We gotta plan something. I want to I want to throw like a party or some shit, and then we put on like a party or a live show. Get 15, 20 people, come through, beer on us, and then you can hop on the stage and talk some shit with us. Like, we need to do something real big for our 5-year anniversary, man. For us to be doing this for 5 years. Reach the heights we've done, get tens of millions of views across just this podcast, get tens of millions of views across all the content we produce is a testament to the work ethic. So shout out to the fans out there. It looks like the fans, they gave us some applause. Shout out to y'all. Hey, before you leave, please drop a like on the video, as well as comment in the comment section what you think the title of this episode should be. We appreciate you guys. Been your boy TPJ. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at RealTPJ. That's REELTPJ. It's a film joke if you don't get it, you damn dummy. And as always, this show stars, rap extraordinaire. Pavi, go ahead, talk to the people, let them know where they can find you at.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at PaviWorld, PAVY, all one word. Go check out the Solve List video right now. And go to paverbs.com, PAverbs.com.
Yep, and it's been Hoops and Brews, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all. And until next time, peace out. Don't drink and drive. If you're under 21, you bet not be fucking drinking. It's wrong. Don't do it unless you live in Canada. Always drink in moderation. Call an Uber. And like I said, don't be like me. Do not be out here raw dog in the air. Put your mask on if you're not going to get vaccinated. Actually, even if you get vaccinated, put your mask on because I got hella homies that's vaccinated that didn't got the Rona. So don't raw dog the air. It ain't safe. Put your mask on. Peace out. We'll get up with y'all later. It's been Hoops and Brews.
Fresh like I just got a contract. Fresh like I just got a max. Roll up this, we ballin' to the max. Fresh like I got a contract. Moving through the city, we be going.